my fellow ghosts and ghouls. Today, we talk about The Conjuring. I figured since The Conjuring Last Rites is being released this weekend, we should talk about the first movie and explain my opinions on the film. So, for those of you who don't know, The Conjuring is a haunting movie directed by James Wan and written by the Hayes siblings, Chad and Carrie Hayes. Furthermore, it was released back on July 19, 2013. It was highly successful, earning over $319 million on a budget of about $20 million. Critics were generally favorable to the film, and it started a highly successful franchise with a couple different spin-off series as well. And what do I think of it? Well, first, let's talk about what the film is about. You see, the film follows this family who moves into a house that, of course, is, well, haunted. And they turn to paranormal investigators, the Warrens, played by Patrick Willison and Vera Farmiga, to investigate what is going on and help them solve this crisis that they're in, and hopefully find a relief from the haunting. So, here's the thing. I don't really like haunting movies. They're not all that interesting to me. They usually follow a similar formula and don't generally deviate from it all that much. New family moves in, a small little bit of setup, ghost starts to mess with the family tries to turn to outside help, learns about what's going on, and inevitable climax ensues. This film, family moves into house, small hauntings happen, family starts to get a little bit terrified, turn to outside help, inevitable climax. See what I mean? So, that being said, is there anything that sets this film apart? Well, I will say the characterization of the Warrens are, well, pretty good. I actually really enjoyed these characters, and I really got invested when they were on screen. And the characterization of the family that moves into this house isn't bad either. So the character work's not bad, and the performances are, well, it's pretty spectacular. When you're relying on as many child actors as this film has, there's about 4 of them in the film, there's a good chance for the film to fail. But the performances are all spot on, and you can really believe these kids are truly terrified. That being said, the problem with this film lies in the fact of what's scaring them isn't that scary, in my opinion. You see, most of these thrills, most of these jump scares I've seen before, and I kind of predicted what was going to happen as the film was building them up. There was nothing that really spooked me, put me on the edge of my seat, and I kind of found myself bored. Luckily, the film is short enough that it doesn't overstay its welcome, but I did feel like the film was missing something to really hook me in. That being said, I do enjoy parts of the movie, usually at any time the Warrens are on screen, and I did enjoy the beginning setup with the Annabelle doll, but there was just nothing else that really hooked me in the movie. And that is my main issue with it. And there's a lot of problems I have with haunting movies that have similar setups that just don't hook me. That being said, I can see why it started a successful franchise. I just didn't enjoy it myself. This one is one I will recommend to anyone who likes haunting movies. There's a lot here that if you like haunting films, you'll enjoy, and it does show some real examples of paranormal investigation. It just isn't something that you'll enjoy if you don't already like haunting movies. Well, my friends, that's the end of that review. But for other reviews, I will be reviewing the other Conjuring movies. I plan to review The Conjuring Last Rites when it gets released. And I do plan to review the other 2 Conjuring movies as well. I will save these spin-offs for a later date. But I do hope you look forward to those reviews. And as always, stay terrified.